remember when you called me out and you set my feet on solid ground. I remember when I hoped and prayed and you found me in that hopeless place, and you met me with your open grace. I know how deep, I know how wide, I know how long, I know how wide is your love for me. Jesus, your love for me. Jesus, your love for me. Lord, I see it now, and I will again. But I find my strength within you. Lord, I see it now, and I will again. You're as faithful as you've always been. You're as faithful as you've always been. I know how deep, I know how wide, I know how long, I know how wide is your love for me. Jesus, your love for me. Jesus, your love for me. Oh, I'm so thankful for you, Jesus, for everything you've done. Because you live, I live. Because you love, I love. And I'm so thankful for you, Jesus, for everything you've done. Because you live, I live. Because you love, I love. I know how deep, I know how wide, I know how long, I know how wide is your love for me. Jesus, your love for me. Jesus, your love for me.
Hey, morning, guys. There's a prayer in the book of Ephesians that I absolutely love. It's a beautiful description of the love that Jesus has for us. This prayer was written by Paul, okay? So Paul was a leader in the first century church. God used Paul to spread the gospel all across the known world, and today we read Paul's words throughout the New Testament. You could say that Paul is one of the most influential followers of Jesus in history, but he didn't start out that way. Before he encountered Jesus, Paul was a leader of the Jews. He was a member of the political party that was responsible for putting Jesus to death. He hated Jesus and he persecuted those that followed him. But then his life was changed by Jesus. He did a full 180, and instead of trying to destroy the church, he spent the rest of his life building the church. Later in his life, he was imprisoned, and it's from there that he writes this prayer. Ephesians 3:14 through 21. When I think of all this, I fall to my knees and pray to the Father, the creator of everything in heaven and on earth. I pray that from his glorious, unlimited resources, he will empower you with inner strength through his Spirit. Then Christ will make his home in your hearts as you trust in him. Your roots will grow down into God's love and keep you strong. And may you have the power to understand, as all God's people should, how wide, how long, how high, and how deep his love is. May you experience the love of Christ, though it is too great to fully understand. Then you will be made complete with the fullness of life and power that comes from God. Paul could pray for that kind of love because he had experienced it himself. Paul knew the depths of God's love because of how far it had reached in order to get a hold of him. You cannot outrun God's love for you. I pray that you experience God's love today in just the way you need it. Jesus, thank you for loving us. Thank you for always chasing after us. Lord, today I ask that you will give us the power and the understanding to understand your love just a little bit more. We love you, Jesus. Amen.